can't believe this. It's Bob and Sheri's Believe This Shit.
I cannot believe this.
We've all heard it our whole lives. Relationships are work. It takes two. It's not 50-50. Sometimes it's 90-10. Blah, blah, blah. And it's true, right?
It is.
I mean, these things are true. We're going to talk about the minimal effort partner. And I think the minimal effort partner explains itself in the name. This is a person who is just clocking the bare minimum when it comes to your relationship or marriage. I mean, they're there, they're showing up, but they're not really doing a whole lot to nurture the relationship or support their partner. They're just kind of there. And typically, according to this, that is because the minimal effort partner has insecurities and fears about getting hurt. So before you can hurt them, they're gonna hurt you. They're gonna withdraw. It's very childish. They avoid getting deeply attached, or if they are attached, they avoid chasing a deeper connection. And they learn this the way we all learn everything, from patterns we pick up in childhood, blah, blah, blah. Your minimal effort partner just doesn't show up for you, meaning they're not necessarily present or engaged. They're not showing curiosity about your life. They're not asking thoughtful questions. They're not paying attention to little things that matter to you, like, they notice that you're out of your favorite whatever, ice cream or cereal or whatever it is. They're not doing those little things that signal love and care. They're kind of checked out. And one of the first things you see is they don't really have any priority to communication. They avoid conversations. They don't really want to discuss issues. You try to bring up something that's difficult, and they say stuff like, well, I'm sure whatever you think is fine because, it's always your way. Like, they just shut down. They just shut down any effort that you make to talk things through or make things better. They also don't really add to conversation. They don't really share a lot about what's going on for them internally. And they're not real interested in what's going on with you. And they also avoid talking about the relationship, because relationships do evolve and change over time. And you might want to talk about that, right? You might be like, hey, it seems that we no longer are on the same page about fill in the blank or whatever. And after a while, the person who's putting in the work starts feeling like they're the only one that cares. And the minimal effort partner may be over there perfectly happy with how things are, not realizing that the other person is like really sad and maybe even seething. A minimal effort partner doesn't plan anything. They don't schedule date nights. They don't schedule outings. They don't plan vacations. They wait for you to do all of those things, and then they have opinions about them. And when you say things like, I feel like we don't have any fun anymore, like we never go anywhere anymore, they say things like, well, where do you want to go? Just tell me and we'll go. Not realizing that sometimes you kind of want the other person to say, hey, there's this new movie or concert, or there's a deal at the beach Marriott or whatever. If you're the one always making plans and you're the one always suggesting activities, you may be dealing with a minimal effort partner. But it's not the end, okay? If your partner isn't putting in the work, it could be that they literally don't realize how much they're slacking off, that it's not intentional, that they've just gotten really comfortable, and maybe they've got some stuff going on. They're struggling with their own thing, and it's not that they don't want to pay attention. It's just they're really distracted. And minimal effort partners can change, but that ain't gonna happen until they want to change. You can't silent treatment them into it. You can't threaten them into it. It's like anything else in this life. Person wants it, they'll do it. It's like the meme that you see on social media. If he wanted to, he would. If she wanted to, she would. Because you certainly see what people are capable of when they want to. And you can tell yourself any kind of story or fairy tale or make a million excuses in your own head. But you know, we all know, people can do almost anything when they want to. We're going to post this up on the Bob and Sheri Facebook because this is the Bob and Sheri Show.